Welcome back to WhittSays. And before you guys get into it, before you guys come at me, I apologize. I did not post a video this past week. I have been very consistent, but this past week got very hectic and it just did not come together like I wanted it to do. And I didn't want to give you guys nothing raggedy. So we just didn't post. But this week, we got some surprises in store for you guys. But before we get to that, today we're gonna be talking about the Grammys and who I think will be taking home this coveted award. All I'm gonna say is somebody's having twins and I think they're gonna come home with 11 kids at the end of the night, if you feel me. Let's get started. So you guys, yes, the Grammys are this weekend and I'm so excited because it's one of my favorite award shows. My favorite award shows because it is like a soup pot, a melting pot of all types of music that gets to come together just for this night to enjoy and bask in nothing but the music. That's why I love the Grammys so much, because because it awards musical excellence, or at least it's supposed to, because sometimes they be slipping, but we're not talking about that right now. So the Grammys are this weekend, and we're gonna be breaking down who I think should win and who I think will win for these awards. And we're gonna start out with the biggest award of the night, Album of the Year. So in the Album of the Year category, Adele is nominated for 25, Beyonce is nominated for Lemonade, of course, Justin Bieber is nominated for Purpose, Drake is nominated for Views, and Sturgill Simpson is nominated for A Sailor's Guide to Earth. I don't have to look it up because I remember. A Sailor's Guide to Earth. So within that, here is why I feel this particular individual should win. Now, I'm gonna break down why I think each person may or may not win or may not get selected. So let's start out with Drake. The reason I do not think Drake is going to win is because rappers typically do not win Album of the Year. If you think back, I believe the first rapper to win Album of the Year was Lauryn Hill back in like '99. And she also sings, as we all know. So I don't necessarily think that a lot of people even consider that a rapper winning. But I consider a rapper winning, and since then, I think only a couple other ones have actually won that category. So I don't really think that he is going to take that home that night. I've said this before, I don't think that this is his strongest body of work, but it got nominated, so congrats to him. Justin Bieber, Purpose. I believe he won his first Grammy last year, if I'm not mistaken. And I just don't really think that he's going to win. I mean, I feel like against Adele and Beyonce, to me, I think it would be very odd if he won over them, just because the impact I think their albums made is so much more significant than Purpose. Not that Purpose is not a good album, but I just don't see it for him in that category. Next we have Sturgill Simpson for A Sailor's Guide to Earth. I have no idea who this man is. And I said this in my last video, that does not mean that he's not talented, that does not mean that he is not deserving. I just don't know who he is, and I just don't feel like, I'm gonna be pissed if he wins. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be irate, to say the least. So move that, we're not gonna speak that spirit in this room. Moving on. So Adele had a really great album. Obviously 25 sold millions of records, it was pretty dope. I think it was a very good body of work. But what I will say about Adele's album this time, 25 to me came out, Hello was the big hit, it sold a lot of records, and then it kind of died down. Like the hype around it kind of went completely away, in my opinion. I feel like Hello had its moment, but then after that, you didn't really hear about Adele again. Like she was on tour doing her thing, but that was kind of it. It was like, for those few months where Hello was kind of doing its thing, where else did we really hear about Adele? Now I do know Send Your Lover, I believe broke the top 20 and possibly the top 10 on the Billboard charts, but after that, I mean, they really didn't have a reason to push the album because it already sold millions of albums. They knew it was going to do that anyway. She did her kind of little press in the beginning, but I mean, to me, it didn't really have a lasting effect the way that 21 did. 21 was like an epidemic. Like you could not escape 21 for going on like 2 years. Like it was crazy. And it just had so many things that were a part of it that just made people want 21. And I just feel like there was just, with 25, I don't feel like it was the same in my mind. Now, hey. So, that brings me to Beyonce. I just feel like Lemonade, short and sweet to the point, challenged music sonically. I feel like it had so many elements incorporated in it. So beyond it just being a great body of work, I think culturally, here in America, this was such an important album because it brought conversation to so many hot topics that were going on in the world, whether it be Black Lives Matter, or whether it be police brutality, or whatever instance you want to bring it to. She brought a lot of awareness to these causes that were already there. I'm not giving her credit to them being what they are today. What I'm saying is it generated more conversation around these topics. And I think that's very important, especially in how such a controversial year we had in 2016. I just feel like when this album came out, it was very significant in my opinion. And the stances that she took when she performed at the Super Bowl and had the Black Panthers kind of homage and all of these things were very risky moves, but I think that they were very important to what we had going on in the world. And to me, I feel like it would be a disservice if Beyonce did not win this. Of course it sold records, of course she had hits on the album, but I just think that it's bigger than just that. The music to me was more than just putting out an album. It was about something deeper than that, and I just feel like Lemonade to me should be album of the year. And they gyp her every year, like, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Lemonade. I think she should win it. I'm putting my bets on Beyonce. I'm gonna speak that spirit in this room today. Beyonce, album of the year, that's you. So song of the year, we have Mike Posner, who was nominated for I Took a Pill in Ibiza, Formation by Beyonce, 7 Years by Lucas Graham, Love Yourself by Justin Bieber, and Hello by Adele. Now, as you guys know, Beyonce, I'm rooting for in all 9 categories. Like, I want her to win all 9 categories. But what I will say is that this song category is particularly about songwriting and the songwriters and the people who created the lyrics to the music. And this category has some strong contenders in my opinion, particularly 7 Years by Lucas Graham. I just think that it was wow. I think that it was written very beautifully. I think the storytelling aspects of this song speak volumes, and if I had to pick a top contender against her in this category, it would be 7 Years by Lucas Graham. So, we shall see. I'm rooting for B though. So for Record of the Year, you guys, our nominees are Hello by Adele, 7 Years by Lucas Graham, Formation by Beyonce, Stressed Out by 21 Pilots, and Work by Rihanna featuring Drake. Now, I am going to read what Record of the Year means and what it's actually honoring, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So the actual definition, if you will, is to honor artistic achievement, technical proficiency, and overall excellence in the recording industry without regard to sales or chart position. So in normal terms, that would be like the producers, the performance aspects of it, and the actual artistic, I guess, ness behind the record, right? So what I will say is that, again, I'm rooting for Beyonce. But a reason in particular I'm rooting for Beyonce for Record of the Year over Song of the Year is because I just feel like, again, this song has so much relevance to our fucking society in the US right now. And her statements that she took performing this at the Super Bowl and the backlash that she got, like, that's what it's about. That's what, to me, being an artist, you get that leeway to make change and use your platform to do other things beyond than just to entertain. And that's why I feel like this song is so significant. Like, yes, of course, you know, in regards to like I slay, like things like that, no, like that's not the significant part of it. The point of matter is everything that goes along with that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm rooting for Beyonce, hands fucking down. So lastly, for Best New Artist, I am, here are the nominees. Maren Morris, The Chainsmokers, Kelsey Ballerini, Chance the Rapper, and Anderson .Paak. So I did take the liberty of listening to all of these people just so I could get a feel of what they say. And they all are very talented in their own right. I'd already heard the Chainsmokers, obviously, because they had their hit with Halsey. I'd heard Kelsey Ballerini, even though I thought I didn't know who she was. I actually saw her on Billboard's Women in Music, which I didn't realize that's who that was. Maren Morris, I saw on the CMT Awards. I think she's hella talented. Anderson .Paak, I listened to his album. I think that he's dope. And Chance the Rapper, you couldn't escape 2016 without hearing Chance the Rapper. When did his album come out? 2015? I just feel like the past whatever, it's been about Chance the Rapper. So in this category, I'm rooting for Chance the Rapper. I just think that he is very talented. I would swap his album with Drake's for Album of the Year any day of the week. And I just feel like he is deserving of this category. So Chance, I'm rooting for you for this category. So guys, there you have it. That is my video on who I think will win the top 4 categories at the Grammys on Sunday. And I'm really excited because this week we're doing a little things different because since I didn't have a video last week for you guys, this week we'll have a new video every day. Yes, you heard me correctly. Every day of the week we will have a new video doing lyric translations of Song of the Year and Record of the Year nominees. So we have some Adele coming, we got some Beyonce coming, we got some Rihanna coming, we got some Justin coming, we have some, who else we got coming? Mike Posner, 21 Jump Street is not in this category, so I don't know why the hell I said that. 21 Pilots, as well as, who is the last one? Lucas Graham. So all of those will be coming, and I'm very excited to show you guys those videos, so please stay tuned for that. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you didn't, give it a thumbs up anyway. Leave me a comment below and let me know who you're rooting for the Grammys this year. Regardless of the category, I want to hear who you guys are backing, and just make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Follow me on my social media at WhittSays, and make sure you have watched my other videos if you haven't. You know, they're there. Go watch those. And I'll see you guys next time. I don't know why I clap. I don't know why. I'll see you guys next time.